Hello YouTubers. Well, this is my book review on a book I read. Gosh, it's possible it's been 10 years ago. I'm going to assume maybe 7. It's helped me out a lot, and I wished I would have read it. And by the way, I'm a parent. I have one son, and that's the only children I have. I wished I would have read this book a long time ago to help me prepare. They say there's no manual for parenting, and that's true. A lot of the stuff you have to learn, on your own, and do the right thing, and be a good, consistent parent. That's key to me, consistent. But anyway, back to the book review. I wished I would have read this a long time ago, and the author is Wayne Dyer, and it's What Do You Really Want for Your Children? So I recommend this book to parents. It's helped me out. This is an older version, and you can probably get this same book at a used bookstore or something really cheap. Or you can go to Amazon, I'm sure, and get it. It's probably a penny book. But one of the things I got out of this book is a motivation. It's packed full of all kinds of good stuff. I can't cover all of it. A lot of stuff that's very practical. Stuff you can apply right away. You can go to work, and it's important to do that as a parent whenever something's not working, trying something else. I also believe too, when I'll speak for myself, when I learned how to be a good parent, I'm not saying I'm the best parent. I try. Everybody, I'm sure, wants to be a good parent. Most people want to be good, but it's actually helped me to be better in other areas on how to deal with people as a whole. But the main motivation, though, is to be a good parent. That's why I read this book. Anyway, one of the things I got out of it was motivation from guilt. It sounds terrible, but you'd be surprised. A lot of parents probably use this technique. Well, it's because of you we're not able to go, or because of your behavior, what have you. And it made me kind of think on how to do things and word things differently. It's important, in my opinion, and I took this out of this book, not to motivate out of guilt. That's not healthy. Motivation, just like a leader, if you think of it like this way, a boss. If your boss motivates you by guilt, to me that's poor leadership. In my opinion, that's poor leadership. True motivation it's inspired, it's respect, it's if the child really admires their parents, they're going to want to be like them, and adore them, and the parents adore them, and they're probably modeling that and imitating. But yeah, not to motivate with guilt. That's probably one of the most important things I got out of this book. And there's all kinds of good stuff. I went through with it a long time ago with the highlighter, and I really probably should read it again. There's always something to learn. At the very least too, I think it's helpful if a parent you may even just speed read through it, just literally find something or that you can use. I think it should, in your lifetime, you should read it as well. But even if it's a certain area you're struggling with, look in the table of contents, and maybe you can find something and solve the problem. It may not be the answer to a family situation. This is a narrow topic just on raising children. It's not necessarily how to have a healthy marriage, but I'm sure a good parenting, I'm sure it would help with the marriage, as well. Who could go wrong with that? The benefits of being a good parent. I wished I know if I applied what I know now. Unfortunately, I can't go back and do that. But I sincerely wanted to be a good parent, and that's probably why I read this book. And it'll humble you too, and make you kind of change. also when I read this book, I don't know, I think Wayne Dyer too kind of made it to where he would suggest it, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, it was like my idea. Like he would suggest it in the book the way the book is. Maybe I'm looking more into it than what I really need to. So, but this is only my perspective of my book review. But he did it in a way it's like, oh, okay. And this is what's really cool, is when you try some of this stuff and it works. And it may not work right away, but you know, it takes work when it works. That's really cool. And I wished I would have applied this stuff earlier. But yeah, this is a good book. I highly recommend it, especially to beginning parents, or maybe before they start parenting and they're preparing. It's so important too, you know, even though this is a book review, this is getting off the path a little bit. The first year of that baby's so important, you know, and the self-esteem. They really need and deserve a lot of your attention from both parents, as you know, good quality as much as they can. But this is more after the baby stage. I'm pretty sure it may talk about when they're babies. No, I think it's more or less after that, and how to resolve problems and improve the life, and to raise happy children. And so anyway, this is my perspective. I recommend this book. You know, usually I'd say this works for me and this is my perspective, but no, I'm actually recommending this to parents. You might want to read this, at least, like I said, at least speed read through it, try some of it, you know, and I hope it blesses you and helps you out. So yeah, this is my book review, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I have, and I bid you a good day or good evening, and you take care. Bye bye.